to Tony Martignetti Nonprofit Radio coverage of 18NTC. It's the Nonprofit Technology Conference in New Orleans. We're at the Convention Center. This is day 3 of our coverage. The interview is sponsored by Network for Good, easy-to-use donor management and fundraising software for nonprofits. And the interview is with Julia Campbell, author, trainer, speaker at J. Campbell Social Marketing. Welcome, Julia Campbell.
Hi, Tony. Happy to be here.
It's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
And the show's former social media manager.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am. I take full credit for your success. Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
You can take full credit for my success up to about 3 years ago. Or
3 years.
Three to 4 years
that
ago.
long ago. I know.
I think it was at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And your session topic is all about Facebook.
Yes.
How to use Facebook's free fundraising tools to drive donations.
Yes.
And because this is the week when Mark Zuckerberg is testifying,
tell me about it.
Testified this week, Monday and Tuesday, or Tuesday, I think it was Monday and Tuesday, in front of 2 different congressional committees. Because of all that, and the Russia interference, and the Cambridge Analytica, 87 million, people are down on Facebook this month.
Yeah.
What do you say to nonprofits questioning, should we still be fundraising there? Should we still be there? My voice just cracked.
That's
be
okay.
There. What do you say? What do you say to the Facebook skeptics? Because there is a delete Facebook movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little sanctimonious. Delete Facebook movement.
Let's acknowledge it. Why do you say it's sanctimonious?
Because people keep saying they're going to delete Facebook, but the reality is still almost 2 billion people. It's still growing.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
it's still
even if 100 million people left,
it really wouldn't even make a dent.
It would still have 1.9 billion.
Right.
All right.
I think the real issue is that Facebook's currency is trust. It's built on trust, and that trust is eroding. So people, even if they're not losing it, if they're not deleting Facebook directly, they might be using it less, and certainly spending less time on it, maybe signing in less. So I think in that way there might be some blowback for nonprofits, but it's too early to tell. But I would like to thank Mark Zuckerberg for the 12 hours of testimony the day before my session.
Excellent.
The optics were a little not good.
All right, so I'm sure it came up, right? When people ask,
Yes.
Should we still be there, et cetera. All right, but we got to keep it in perspective. And who knows, it seems unlikely this would be the downfall of Facebook.
No.
The stock price, maybe that will recover. Who knows even that, if that will. But anyway, worth acknowledging, there are still 2 billion people there.
Yes.
And
they're changing some policies. They're trying to be more transparent.
Yeah.
They're trying to encourage people to revisit their privacy details. They're trying hard. I don't think they're doing enough, but I think that's a whole different conversation.
All right.
I also think Facebook is kind of the tip of the iceberg for all the data we give up every day, just having a smartphone.
Yeah, that's true. Depending on what network you're on, depending on who your ISP is.
Yep.
What Wi-Fi you're on from moment to moment, the vulnerabilities built in. Yeah, that is a bigger conversation. Let's go to Facebook and talk about some of the free tools.
Yep.
Should we enumerate a couple that we can talk about in 25 minutes or so?
Sure. So the way we set up the session was I did a brief overview of the main ways that you can donate on Facebook right now. So if you register with Facebook, I'm talking about if you're verified, registered, you send in your 501c3 letter and you give them your bank account number so they can make a direct deposit to you. If you have all that set up, you can put the donate button on your cover page. You can put donate buttons in your ads, in page posts, and on Facebook Live videos.
Okay.
So those are the 4 main ways.
Is that a program that, what's the program called where you get authorized to put that donate button?
It's called Facebook Payments. Yeah.
Okay. And charities have to provide their 501c3 letter?
Yes.
Okay. But you're getting authorized through the program called Facebook Payments?
Yeah. So you would go, I think it's facebook.com/donate, or you can just, Google, how do I sign up for Facebook Payments?
Okay.
Then you will be verified by Facebook, and it'll be that 2-tap donating. So I would tap on the donate button. It would bring up a screen with suggested giving levels, and I would tap my level, or I'd enter another amount, click donate because it's linked to my credit card. If you don't have a credit card, then you'll be asked to provide a credit card or link it to PayPal.
Individual would.
2-tap donating. So it's It's pretty easy.
And then it's into the charity's bank account.
Yes.
Okay. Who sets the ask string on that page where the suggested giving amounts are? You set your own?
Yes. Yes.
You have that?
Yes.
You have that flexibility. Okay, of course. Okay.
That's basically the only flexibility that you have.
Yeah, that is it, the ask string. All right. Okay, so that's Facebook payments.
Yes.
What other free tools that can we... Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's
those are the four.
that's
Those
all
are the 4 ways. So what's really interesting now is that we're seeing
Wait, I missed it. What are the 4 ways?
there's the donate button on your cover
The
photo.
donate button, that's the Facebook payments.
Yes, and
Right.
the donate button in a page post. Like if you post to the page.
This is donate. Oh, these are all different programs.
Well, no,
or-
they're not different programs. They're just different features.
You can put the donate button on any of the pages once you, any of these
Yes.
4 places.
Yes.
Once you're authorized
Yes.
through Facebook payments.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I missed that. All right. I thought they were each 4 different programs. Okay.
No. Oh
So where-
gosh, can you imagine?
Well,
no. You just
I
you
can.
sign up once, and
Okay.
you are able to raise money those 4 ways. The other way, which we explored a lot in the session, are Facebook fundraisers, which is where a person sets up a fundraiser, like a peer-to-peer kind of fundraiser, on your nonprofit's behalf. So in my session, I had 2 case studies of nonprofits that have had really wonderful success with getting their supporters to start Facebook fundraisers for them. So it works the same as any peer-to-peer platform.
Yeah. Okay. So what's different about it on Facebook? Is just
Facebook
are you
loves
using
it.
Facebook Live?
You can use Facebook Live,
Yeah.
put a donate button. People can see if I donated, it would say Julia donated, and it shows you how much money is being raised in real time. You can start your own Facebook fundraising page that has like a little thermometer. It looks like, a CrowdRise or a GoFundMe page. It's got all the list of the donors, how much you have raised towards your goal, your story, what you're raising money
Okay.
for.
The different giveaways at different levels.
No, I don't think. I think you could do that, but the Facebook Fundraisers does not have that. Not
Doesn't
like
have-
Kickstarter.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So the real incentive is that it's so easy to do. If I want to donate my birthday and have everyone give $10 rather than, buy me some coffee mug or tchotchke, then I can set up a Facebook fundraiser, link it to the
you
nonprofit.
You didn't like that mug I got you for your last birthday?
I don't
I
know.
thought it was your favorite client.
Yes.
You're my
That
favorite
mug
client.
was
That
amazing.
Yes. Okay. Good. I'm sure you're.
I bought 5
You-
coffee mugs while I was here. I don't know what I'm talking about. But
You remember that? Mine is the one you shattered on your kitchen floor. I'm
Oh.
sure that was the one. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I think that probably you're right.
Any
So
case, you can. Yes. You can.
so instead of getting gifts, it's like anything else except the key is that it's through Facebook. So it's where people are spending their time, and it's really easy to do. So you can reach a big group of people
Okay.
with one click.
How do we induce our supporters to do this for us?
Well, I think the first thing you need to do is explain to them it's an option. So what kind of drives me crazy is when charities come to me and they say, "Oh, I have a donate button on my website, but no one's donating." And I said, "Well, did you tell anybody? Have you actually asked your donors? Are you showing them how to use it?" So with Facebook fundraisers, if it's something that you want to do, you need to create a bit of a plan to promote it and to educate people how to use it, because not everybody knows how to do it.
Yeah.
So it might involve a YouTube video walking people through. Maybe you could do a Facebook Live talking about it and sharing it and saying this is an option now. I know with both the Polaris Project and Mental Health America, which were the 2 nonprofits that joined me in my session, they both feature the fundraisers prominently on their website, on their Facebook page. So it's the first thing you see when you go to their Facebook page is the list of people and their different fundraising events. But they do a very concerted effort to promote it. And they,
Okay.
yeah. So you really have to, you just have to let people know that it's there and that it's something you're trying, and address people's concerns because they might have concerns.
About how to do it, you mean?
About how to do it, about Facebook. There's a million different
Okay.
concerns that people could have.
Okay. What else do we have? Use of Facebook.
Yeah, so I think what I said in my session, what comes up all the time, and I know people are listening and watching this right now, and we need to address the
12,000
question.
Over 12,000 people.
Right,
Not
and
a-
I know
not
that
a
they're
small
getting
amount.
angry because I haven't addressed the fact that when you do a Facebook fundraiser, you don't get the donor information. So
I
you
see.
might
That's
get
right.
a name, a first name and last name.
I've heard this. Yes.
You don't get their information. So it might not be the best tool for you. It certainly shouldn't be your only fundraising tool. It's not a tool to use if you want to grow your donor file, but if you want to raise awareness, raise, a lot of money in a short period of time, it might be worth looking into. But that's a huge con.
And there's no way of acknowledging the gifts then? Even does
yeah.
Facebook send an auto acknowledgement?
Yes, they send like a tax receipt. You can't customize it either. I know.
Okay, it's strictly from Facebook.
It's strictly from Facebook.
So that the person knows they made a donation, but they'll never. You can never contact them.
No, unless
Can you look them up? Can you look up? Can you try to search their?
Yeah, you
first
could cross-reference
and last
with your
name?
database.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of work.
Or even just search on Facebook.
Right. So what I recommend doing.
'Cause these are friends of.
These are friends of
these
friends.
Are friends of your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Friends of
Your
people,
followers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I recommend, first of all, really acknowledging the person that sets up the fundraiser for you, because you have their information.
Yeah, you know who
they're
they are.
linked to your Facebook page.
Yeah.
Thank them, but also send them some text that they can, or even better yet, a thank you video that they can share on their fundraising page, or they can send to their friends.
Okay.
Because you really don't have the ability to make that personal touch with these friends of
The only
followers.
chance. Okay. So that sounds like a very good strategy. Is ask the fundraiser.
Yeah.
To send the video, show the video, do the outreach to them.
Yes.
To the people who gave. What about I don't know if this is a bad practice.
Mm-mm.
Asking the fundraiser to share the information of the people who gave because they're that person's friends, and then saying all we want to do is thank them, but then you can't go further unless you say we want to thank them and try to get them engaged. What about that strategy? Trying to get your friend to give up their information.
I think it's not scalable if you have a lot of people fundraising for you. That could take a lot of time. If you are only dealing with maybe 10 of your supporters doing fundraisers for you, then that might be a good strategy. But I don't think it's scalable. I'm not 100% sure it's ethical. I don't know. But you definitely can't put them on your email list. I would say, that might be a good strategy. Try it out and just send a thank you and an invitation to get more involved. So, thank you for your gift.
One message. Yeah.
Here's, a way to get more involved if you want. We haven't put you on any mailing lists. We just really genuinely want to thank you for your donation. That could be a good strategy. I don't think that many fundraisers would. I know that I wouldn't give up that kind of information to a charity as much as I love them. And I might not even have it because these are my Facebook friends. I might not have their emails.
True enough. You might not. Okay, but if you did, you would be reluctant. All right.
Yeah.
It's something to think about. All right.
Yeah.
If it's a bad practice, you don't think it's an awful practice. Maybe.
No, it's something to think about. And I've been thinking a lot about this.
Maybe test it. Maybe no, but let's test it.
Right. This is the biggest question I receive by far around Facebook fundraising tools. Why would we use them if we don't get the donor information? And to that I say, it's Facebook's world and we live in it. You can't fight Facebook. I'm not saying that the tools are necessarily the best option for all charities, but there's something you have to look at. I mean, Facebook's completely revolutionized the way we communicate as humans, and it's going to revolutionize the peer-to-peer fundraising industry. It's going to happen. It's going to start linking with other sites. So if I do a fundraiser on Facebook, it's going to start linking with Blackbaud and CrowdRise and CauseVox and all of these different crowdfunding platforms. And then I don't think it'll be unstoppable. I think that's going to be where we're going to do peer-to-peer. Okay. That's just the trends that I'm seeing.
Okay. Trend prediction. All right. A futurist. You're a futurist.
Yes.
You should add that to author, trainer, speaker.
Yes, author, trainer, speaker.
Futurist.
That's from my LinkedIn profile,
Futurist.
I bet.
No, I got this from the N10 description.
Oh, okay.
N10 has a speaker page.
Oh, good. I didn't even look at my speaker page. Can you believe it?
It's too late now.
I know.
It's out, but that's what it says.
That's nice. That's funny.
Yes. So what else? Okay, I mean it's simple. What more can we do on fundraising? I mean fundraising on Facebook. Yeah, we still got some time together.
Yeah. So I think it's important to really evaluate how your goals for using it. So I wouldn't completely write it off just because you don't get the donor information. What's interesting to me is the generational divide around this issue, because the two nonprofits that I presented with, their digital media directors are really young. They're in their 20s. They have zero problem with it. They don't understand the big fuss around not having the donor data.
They're making money. They're making money.
Yeah, they're doing their job.
People are hearing about them.
They're raising awareness.
Yeah.
They're getting the word out. They are increasing they've grown their Facebook fan pages. They've doubled their Facebook fan pages, the amount of followers on them. I think they're taking a little bit of a bigger picture view, and they're not really worried about this ability, because if it's a $5, in their mind, it's sort of like, if it's a $5 donor, we can get a thank you out through the friend, but it's not a person that might ever be engaged with us anyway. Like, they're giving because their friend asked them.
Yeah.
It's not like they saw something that we posted and responded. It's their friend that they're responding to. So I just think it's very interesting. You could tell in the session in the room, the older, more traditional fundraising people get really upset about it.
Objected to it.
And the younger ones, because they grew up like this. They grew up making payments with their phones. They grew up with Facebook. So I just think that the generational divide is very interesting around this issue.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Have you made a donation on Facebook ever?
No.
Have you ever
No.
gotten an invitation to donate?
I don't even remember that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So when I log on, the first thing I see almost every time I log on is a notification from Facebook inviting me to donate or start a fundraiser. They're pushing this.
Oh.
They love it. I don't know. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I don't use I don't use Facebook to connect with nonprofits too much.
Right.
I mean, there are some pages that I like, organizations I give to offline, but I'm not fans of. I'm not a fan of a bunch of nonprofit pages.
They're
So I
pushing
probably wouldn't see it. I
fundraisers.
wouldn't-
So
okay.
they're really...
Okay.
They used to be pushing Facebook Live. If you remember, every time you logged in, they would say, want to go live?
Yeah,
Want to go
yeah,
live?
I
And it was
do
like,
remember
oh my
that.
God, I do not want to go live.
Right.
Now it's, want to start a fundraiser? Want to start a fundraiser? Every
Okay.
time I log in. But I think that has advantages for charities, because Facebook is trying to get better press. They're trying to be the good guy again. They're trying to help people see that it can be a tool for good rather than a tool for, evil.
For Russians.
For Russians.
Okay.
Oh God,
and
I
hackers
know. That's
and
horrible.
And bots too.
That scandal's only going to get worse. There's no way.
All right. Yeah. Probably. Let's not go political.
Okay.
What else? Yeah, FAQs.
Sure.
I mean, we got more time together. What?
Okay.
What?
We could.
Is there any other methods on Facebook first? Any other methods of fundraising on Facebook?
Yes. I mean, what I'm seeing now is that it's pretty impossible to get any kind of reach without paying for an ad. So a nonprofit is posting and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're putting a visual, they're putting a video, they're putting a photo.
The organic reach has been killed.
The organic reach is decimated with their latest algorithm change and this whole push to have meaningful interactions. So I've been encouraging organizations to explore maybe creating a Facebook group, because a Facebook group it has a lot more capacity for interaction, and you see the notifications if you're in a group.
What is this? The organization can join a group?
You can start a group around a cause. It would be around a cause. It wouldn't be, like the Tony Show page or something, or the Julia Campbell social marketing
no point in doing
group.
It, no point in doing it. All right.
No, there is, because you could talk about the cause. You could use it to...
The cause of podcasting or something.
Right.
Is that what you mean?
Well, groups are a place for people to talk about issues that they care about.
All right.
So you could start a group around your cause.
Animal welfare.
Yes.
Climate change.
Right.
Homeless in Oakland, California.
Right. And the more... exactly. And the more specific, the better.
You could be hyper-local.
Yeah, you couldn't... I wouldn't start a group that's like about homelessness, or poverty eradication. That's huge.
In Oakland, California.
Exactly. So I think...
Or a neighborhood even of Oakland, if there are enough people. Yeah.
So I think exploring Facebook groups. Facebook Live is still hugely popular. Facebook loves it. I know when I do a Facebook Live video, it gets 10, 20 times the reach of a normal post, a normal video.
I've seen that with the show too. I've done some shows Facebook Live.
So explore live video. Actually asking for money on Facebook and posting a link to your donate page. No, I would not recommend doing that, because Facebook now is starting to show fewer and fewer link posts.
Yes.
Because they change their minds all the time. So now they want to go back to what they're calling meaningful interactions, and they want to go back to Facebook being a place where you talk to your friends and family rather than a place where you see 10 million ads, cat videos, news
Yeah,
articles.
that's very convenient. You'll see
Right.
the ads, but they have to be paid for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
You know,
it's very,
but-
very hard to
but-
get organic reach.
But what about the sense that you're constantly chasing Facebook, and all they have to do is tweak the algorithm,
I
and
know.
then groups are out of favor, and then
Yep.
all the work we put into creating our homeless in
Yep.
Oakland group
Yep. No, it's true.
doesn't get the reach anymore because of a code change in
true.
a program.
A
in an
lot of
algorithm.
things that I used to talk about and tell people to do, you can't do now, or
Yeah.
it's
It's
not
like you're
in
chasing it.
fashion. So that's an important point, because I did a Facebook Live. We called it a boxing match with Noah from Cosvox, and his point, and he made a really good point, is that you don't want to build your house on rented ground. You want a
Yeah.
customized, branded solution
Very good
that you
analogy.
can control, like Network for Good, like something like that you can put your stamp on, but also you can get that information. You can customize the welcome email that goes out. You can customize what people see when they log in. You can actually get their information. So Facebook is just a tool. It's a tool in your toolbox, and
Okay.
spend time on your website, spend time on your email. There were so many sessions around email marketing automation,
Yeah, we've got-
donor acquisition. Spend time on that. If your followers are on Facebook, if your people are active on Facebook, if you're comfortable and you have a pretty engaged presence, it's just something to explore. And it might work. Like for the organizations case studies that I gave, neither of them set out to use Facebook tools. They registered, and then they just found that their supporters wanted an easy way to raise money for them,
Right.
and it was just the tool.
Name the two orgs so people can look at their pages.
Polaris in DC, they're anti-human trafficking, and Mental Health America.
Okay. Okay.
Go to their page, like them.
Yeah. or check it out at least.
Yeah, check
All
it
right.
out.
We still have a few minutes left together.
Okay.
Let's see. Getting your community to fundraise for you. Yes, we talked about that. Signing up, registering. We know how to do that for Facebook payments.
So getting your community to fundraise for you, what Polaris does is they have a dedicated strategy, and they're focused on birthdays. So
Okay.
they have a
Donate.
sign-up page on their website. I think this is really brilliant, where you can put your birthday in, and I don't know what you get in return, but you put your birthday in when you sign up for their email list. Then right around your birthday, they have a series of automated emails that go out, and they say, "Hey, we noticed that you've donated to us. You support our organization. It's 2 weeks out from your birthday. Would you set up a Facebook fundraiser for us? And here's how to do it." And then on their birthday, they remind them. And then, I think they probably go into a different funnel whether or not they set up a fundraiser or not. But the key is just promotion and education around these tools. So don't sign up for Facebook payments and then call me and say no one's donating, because the first thing I'm going to say is, did you tell anybody?
Did you promote it? Yeah.
Did you promote it? Did you tell anybody? Did you have a specific system? I love the birthday idea. They're focused, and Charity Water does that too. They're focused on donate your birthday, donate your birthday. Obviously, you could do, a fundraiser for anything you want, but they are focused and they have a strategy, and it's so much easier to figure out like KPIs and measurements and metrics of success when you have a focused strategy. Like their goal, and actually, I don't know their goal, so Joseph, I'm sorry if this is wrong, but I think Polaris say their goal is to have 20 people set up a fundraiser every month or something. That's easily measurable and quantifiable. So I think if I can impart any words to nonprofits that are very stressed out about using Facebook tools, I would just explore them. They have a website, they have videos that walk you through what Facebook does, and sign up. Make sure you're registered if you have a 501c3 number. So if someone wants to donate, they can. If it's not something that fits into your overall, marketing fundraising strategy, then don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What do you love about this work that you're doing?
I love it.
Tell me. Yeah. This is
Okay, so since we work together, I published my book, Storytelling in the Digital Age. I do a lot of speaking, and I do consulting mostly around strategic communications. So I do a lot of training around the actual tools and creating fundraising campaigns, but another half is trying to create a message that works well online. So how can, nonprofits have a mission statement that's 5 sentences filled with jargon, very complicated. How do you distill that into, bite-sized pieces and make it easier and more palatable for online audiences? Because you can't publish a textbook on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, whatever you use. So, yeah, I really like it. But I think nonprofits get hung up on the tools.
Yeah, but what is it you love about what you're doing?
What is it I love?
Why? Why do you love it?
Well, because I feel like my job, my mission is to help nonprofits become better communicators and to not get so hung up on the tools. So they come to me and they have a million questions about Instagram and Instagram stories and Snapchat, and I kind of talk them off the ledge, calm them down, and say, it's not about the tools. It's about your message, and it's about your goals, and it's about what you want to accomplish. And then once we hash all that out, then we can pick the right tool. You know what I mean? Because you say you go to a hardware store, say I want to buy a hammer. You could build a house, or you could hang a painting. You know what I mean? It's just a tool.
Okay. We're going to leave it there.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
She's Julia Campbell, author, trainer, speaker, futurist. Jay Campbell, Social Marketing. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tony.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
The interview is sponsored by Network for Good, easy-to-use donor management and fundraising software for nonprofits. And you are with Tony Martignetti, nonprofit radio coverage of 18NTC. Thanks so much for being with us.